yeah. All right. What am I? Hold on. All right. Oh! Do 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 do. Do 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 da. Do 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 do. Yeah. Do do da da. Da 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 da. Hey, I'm in my office. Don't worry about my office. I need to plug this phone up. Hold on. I like how they did this wide camera view though. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You know, you can see like my whole office now. I don't know if that's cool or not, but you can see a lot that's going on in here. I'll put this over here. Let that charge a little bit. Hey, y'all see my baby? Y'all see my daughter doing her thing? I'm jumping. Oh, my sweetheart. Put that back over there. Put that back over there. That back over there like that right there. Yeah, that looking pretty like that right there. Keep that right there too. Keep that right there too. Owen Morris, what's going on, brother? Constant, oh yeah, I'm back. I told y'all I'm back. I told y'all I'm back. I had to just get all the other shit stuff out the way, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all I'm back. I ain't back, but you see I'm getting pretty far. I'm getting on back. King Thomas, what's going on? Tuffy Rudy. I don't miss track season at all. I don't miss track season. I do not at all. Don't miss it at all. The reason why I don't miss track season is because we gotta have some downtime. If we had track season all year long and all that stuff, we wouldn't even like it. So I don't miss it. I'm ready for it to kick back up, I guess, but I don't really miss it like that. We still here all day long, so we got it. That damn stomp out. As Adidas Station stomp out, whatever it is, what's going on, baby? What's going on? David, what it do? He said, I need someone to tell me to order the 400. I'm going to tell you, I can break it down to you. I can definitely break it down to you. Joe Turns, what's going on, brother? Sleepy Celestial Cosmic, what's going on? My boy LB. LB, what? Damn. Was LB a man or a woman? I forgot last year. Go ahead and put it back out there, LB. Caden Chambers, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Oh, we're going to definitely be discussing that. Florida Bias, what it do? Sheldon Atkins, what's going on, brother? My boy Calvin, what's going on, baby? What's going on? How y'all doing today? Somebody, it's like y'all surprised to see me back. Everybody like, 2 days in a row. Man, look here, Jack. I'm trying to fit this schedule in. I'm trying to fit it all in on this schedule, as y'all can see. LB, okay, that's right. You're right. Fireheart. Well, it was Fireheart and somebody else. Lily Lomain. It was Fireheart and Lily Lomain. That's who I had got confused on. Maurice Big Projects, what's going on? What it do, baby? What it do all the way from up there? Coach Thune, what's going on, Coach? What's going on? All right, y'all, I'm going to jump into this. It's another educational show today, people, because of something I started yesterday and what I said. So check this out, y'all. As the views on the show yesterday, I had pretty much said, based on what I know to be what it is, that I've only personally seen 2 sprinters, okay? And I told y'all, those 2 was Lamont and Asafa. So let's just dig right into that, okay? Because you got to always ask the question, why? Why why would the illustrious race say that only 2 out of everybody who's ever done it, only 2? I had to change that up. It's still only 2. I gave somebody a half, and that half was Maurice Green. All right. Here's what we're talking about. All right, let's get right into it. It's the wordage, people. It's the verbiage that you use. You use. Okay. Matter of fact, hold on. I gotta go to my phone for this one. Hold on, sir, madam. Hold on, because I must read this tweet, and then I'm gonna get into it. All right. Because he totally disagreed with me. So let me see. Let me read it. Okay. Okay, y'all, hold on. Let me go back to the start of it. Let me go back to the start of it. Because he said, okay. He said, shout out to Coach D. Carter. Shout out to Coach Carter. Coach Carter said, sorry, Ray, there is no perfection with the human body. If everyone is different, how can we all be the same? You can proclaim only these 2 as sprinters, but I would rather be Bolt. Not perfect, but 9.58. And he has scoliosis. Couldn't hit perfect positions. I agree with you. I would rather be Bolt as well. Bolt has the records. I ask you this. Would you rather be LeBron James or Steph Curry? The answer would probably be you'd rather be LeBron James. Okay? But Steph Curry has mastered the art of shooting. Yeah. Let's talk about just that phrase. The art of sprinting. I can bet my bottom dollar that every coach, every single coach has at least one time said, trust your technique. Or you lost your technique. Or fix your technique. That word technique. Now let's just focus on that word. The word technique, okay? Let me raise my chair for this one. It's gonna be a good one. There's so many versions of sports and we'll just say building things, right? There is a certain technique that has to be used to say if your toilet is stopped up. There's a certain technique that a plumber has to use to fix it. Some people call them master plumbers. Interesting. Okay. There's a certain technique that you got to have to do something like, I don't know, make a shirt, like stitching, sewing. There's a technique to it, right? Some people can master that. Okay. There's this thing called karate, and I mentioned it yesterday. There's techniques in karate. Correct? Okay. All right. Okay. There's techniques in boxing, right? Okay. All right. So let me get this straight. If there's techniques, then there's something that is supposed to look like at the end result. In order for me to get a black belt, there's certain techniques I've had to learn in order for what they would call the master to say you have mastered the art of Kung Fu. Or your black belt says you have mastered the art of Jiu-Jitsu. Or even with boxing, you've mastered the art of boxing. Because they're all techniques. Or you could say something like Tiger Woods mastered the art of the golf swing. You could say stuff like Mike Tyson mastered the art of the uppercut. Interesting. Interesting. Because all these are techniques, right? All these are techniques. Okay. So if something is technical, then there's things you got to look for, right? Right? We all agreeing, right? If we're saying it's technically sound. Technically sound means what? There's certain things that we got to look for to say it's technically sound. I don't even need to reread it. What we have done is we have said that there is a proper way to sprint. That's what we've said. We've created that. We, as the track and field world, track and field community, does not matter if it's altered and changed from 1980, 1960 to now. We've always said there's a technique to running. We've said slow down so you can get the technique. We've said when you come out the curve, do this. We've said when you come out the blocks, do this. That is technical training, sir, madam. That's technical training. So if there's things that we are looking for when we're talking about your technique. If I sit here and say there's only been 2 sprinters, well, as I said yesterday, 2 pure sprinters, that's because there's only been 2 athletes that you can watch that are pretty much flawless. Their technique is flawless. That would be Asafa Powell. That would also be Ocean's 12, Lamont 13. Or Ocean's 12, 13, Lamont, what are you going to call them? Those 2, by what you would call, here's the problem. You guys are looking at it from a coaching eye or from an athlete eye, but you're not looking at it from an actual professional eye. Because we'll say things like, we'll use terms like maximum force, maximum velocity. Those are like physics terms, okay? We'll use stuff like shin angles and stuff like that. Those are also, biomechanic terms. So technically, you're not even trained enough with your eye to say who is technically sound and who's not, because you don't know what it looks like. Oh, I'm killing the day. All right. If you knew what it looked like, then you could say, yes, you've mastered the art of sprinting. Those are the only 2 that mastered the art of sprinting because they pretty much had very, 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 very minimum flaws. Okay. You yourself, I'm talking to all of y'all, even when you on Race Take, when you watching the videos, when you watching the races, you yourself would say, if this person had did this, they would have ran better. Oh, okay. If she had did this, she would have closed better. Okay. If she had not did this, they wouldn't have got caught. Okay. If she would have done a drive phase a little longer, they would have won. Okay. So pretty much what you're saying is none of those people have mastered the art of sprinting, because you're saying if Steph Curry would have brought his elbow in, he'd have made it. Guess what Steph Curry has mastered? Bringing his elbow in. It's a technique. It's called the art of shooting. He mastered that. I'm hitting with y'all again. The art of sprinting has been defined as something now. We can even use the term biomechanics, okay? Which we use around here a lot. If biomechanics says that in order to get from point A to point B fast, you have to do this. And here's the formula and here's the equation. If you can't do that, then guess what you're not? You're not what would be considered a master sprinter. I'm gonna start using that term. Instead of pure, I'll say you're not a master sprinter. You haven't mastered the art of sprinting. Because if you mastered the art of sprinting, then guess what? We wouldn't be watching races and like, oh, they could have did this, could have did that. So basically what you're telling me is nobody has really mastered the art of sprinting, but a lot of people are running really fast. That's basically what you're saying. Because why? I don't do kung fu or karate. All right, I don't do none of that chop, 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 bam, bam, bam. I ain't never been to a class. I'm just gonna use what I think common sense. I think in order for you to get a black belt, you probably gotta do like certain stuff. Damn near perfect. I don't know what it is, but you probably got like hoo, ha, chop, chop, bing, bing, pow, hoo, kala. You probably gotta do like all that type of stuff perfect. And then the master's gonna sit there and watch you do it. And if you swing too low and miss, okay, you can't get your black belt now. Why? Because you went here instead of here with your kung fu chop. See what I'm getting at? So it's not that I'm saying that people. Let me see how it works. Cause y'all got me worried about y'all. If we're gonna sit here and break down races, and if we're gonna do that even with me for 2 years, then we're breaking down people's techniques. If we can break down their technique, guess what that means? You have errors, you have flaws. You can't be a black belt with errors and flaws. If I can watch someone racing and be like, boy, that boy look good. He look good. He's mastered the art of sprinting, but that don't necessarily make you the best. And it definitely don't make you unbeatable, because you can master the art of kung fu and a brother can pull out a 22 and that mastered the art of kung fu don't win that fight no more. it don't. You black belt all day long. Ping, you just lost. See what I'm saying? So when I'm saying there's a lot of fast, I'll call you back. When I'm saying there's a lot of fast runners, but no, I won't say pure anymore. I'll go with master. There's no master sprinters. It's because none of them have mastered the art of sprinting. Meaning every single time you see me, it's going to be the same. Literally, I've mastered the art of sprinting. Every race you see me is going to be the same and it's going to be flawless. It may not be fast. I.e. Marcel. Marcel ain't ran 9.5, 9.6, but he's mastered the art of sprinting. Fred Curley just went on a rampage last year. Beat. Fred Curley beat Trayvon Bromell, Marvin Bracey, and Coleman. These three have not mastered the art of sprinting, but they are the closest to it. But they couldn't beat Fred because he was running fast. Flip it. And then you understand why I keep saying that world record should have been smashed. If they mastered the art of sprinting, that world record is gone. Why? You're too close to it by making mistakes. Y'all are on the verge of it and you're like a brown belt. This is why I kept saying Fred Curley is the closest to being able to break the world record. Why? He's like a freaking yellow belt. I don't even know the color order. He's like a yellow belt that's beating brown belts. Their technique is better than his, but he's running faster because he's not using technique. Because when you're using straight technique, you're no longer running. Okay? If I'm a boxer and if I hit you with a technique jab, that's a jab. It's no longer a punch. You see what I'm saying? I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting now. I'm boxing you. See the difference? Just because I'm saying those are the only two that has mastered the art of sprinting, that's not saying they're the best at the sport. Am I saying that makes them the best at the sport? That just means, well, they mastered it. They look the best. Technically, with what we're looking for, they got it. Now, that's no downplay or disrespect to anybody else who's running fast. That's why I specifically said, now a lot of folks just running fast, but they're not sprinting. As what we, as a whole, has decided is called sprinting. Because we're teaching certain techniques. Some of y'all know I teach it right, but you're still doing it. You're teaching techniques. So you're teaching people to be technical. So if you teach people to be technical, they're no longer supposed to be running because everybody can run. Hell, your grandma can run. she got didn't do that. By definition, everybody can sprint. But by our definition inside of the sport, it's a whole different ballgame. Because now there's techniques to that. Y'all created that. I'm just the person to sit here and be like, okay, well, shit, if you're going to create it, hold it to it. Don't come to me talking about some two people bodies is different. They getting it. Well, shit, well, guess what then, Jack? You would never master it. If that's what we're going to go with, and we're going to go with it. And that's fine. Everybody don't become a black belt. Everybody don't become Steph Curry. It's fine. But to say that everybody can't master it, that's a lie. That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. That's a complete lie. It can be mastered. It's the fact that there aren't enough teachers who can teach it properly so that athletes can master it. There is a slew of coaches. Boy, it's coaches from here to Mexico, from here to the moon and back. It's coaches, boy, you can just close your eyes and throw a dart and you're going to find a coach. But finding somebody to teach you the art of sprinting, we don't have a lot of that. That's the difference. If we can sit here and watch Shelly have a remarkable year last year, but still find flaws, you have not mastered the art of sprinting yet. If we can sit here and watch Shericka and point out flaws, you have not mastered the art of sprinting yet. If we could watch a Noah Lyles race and say he fell off here or he did this wrong, you have not mastered the art of sprinting. Because once you master something, I've mastered my craft. I've mastered my craft, meaning I am the master of this. I can do this shit in my sleep. Like I close one eyes and the basketball go prop still right there. I've mastered my craft. It's only two people that I've seen that have mastered it. Maurice would be very close. Justin Gatlin would also be very close. Very, very, very close. Marion Jones would be very close. Flojo would also be very close. But even them had flaws. Even their technique. So, before I get up here with y'all, if you have flaws in your sprinting, then you have not mastered the art of sprinting. You're still running really fast or really slow, whichever it is, but you haven't mastered it. Defined by what we're looking for is what we said it is to be now, biophysics, biomechanics, all that. If we look at your video or we look at your race and we find flaws that over here biomechanics says you shouldn't do that, then it means you haven't mastered that. That means you're still running. That's all that is, man. I found it die. That's all that is. There's nothing wrong with being a fast runner. Hell, fast runners usually win all the time. The pretty technique folks sometimes don't win. So, let's talk about it. Bring me your questions. I don't give a damn. Y'all know I don't. But I said what I said. If you got flaws, a master ain't flawed. That's all I'm saying. You can master the craft. Nothing wrong with that. You can run fast. You can master the art of sprinting. I'm sorry. Any questions? Let's go with it. Give them to me. Do it. Do what y'all do most. Do what y'all do best. Give it to me. Name a perfect race. I'm confused by that question, Kai Love. Name a perfect race. I'm I want to answer it, but I'm a bit confused. So give me a little more. Give me a little more with that. EcoJock. No, I'm not giving Carl his due. I'm not giving Carl his due for a reason. Carl did not sprint perfect. His mechanics was not perfect. His mechanics was pretty bad from the start. Carl's lift was phenomenal, but phenotopical. His lift was amazing. He didn't master the art of sprinting though. Hell, Ben Johnson came closer to mastering the art of sprinting than Carl Lewis did, based on what we're looking for. Hold on. Oh, a perfect race. Watch this. Watch this. You cannot have a perfect race without being the master, or let me say it right. You cannot have a perfect race without mastering the art of sprinting. Because once you master it, I'm gonna help y'all out. Airplanes can only take off one way. There's no other way they can take off. If they take off any other way, whoosh, physics says you're gonna tip that airplane over. There's only one way. The perfect race can only be done by the perfect technician, which is extremely hard to do. 2004, I give you two races. I give you two of them right now. I'll top right now. Asafa Powell, Lausanne, 972. That is the most perfect race you will ever see from start to finish. Asafa Powell, 972, Lausanne. Go watch it. Watch it as many times as you want. I promise you, you will not find a single flaw in that man's race. You will not find a single flaw in his drive phase. Everything is beautiful. Literally beautiful from start to finish. That's a master of his craft. That's why it's so beautiful. So the answer to that question is perfect race. I give you that one. Asafa Powell, 972 Lausanne. The second one I give you, I would have to go Justin Gatlin, 2004 Athens. All right, where we at? Everything is everything. Elaine has not had a perfect race. She has not had a perfect race. She has not had a perfect race yet to date. If Elaine was the master of her craft, which is sprinting, she would have broke that world record last year when she went at 10.5. But because she hasn't mastered the art, she didn't break that world record. What elements make Ocean 13 a master? What defines a perfect technique, and how can I teach myself? First of all, you can't teach yourself. That's the first thing. Yes, if I say it right, zooms. You cannot teach yourself. Can't. In order to become a master, you must submit to a master. You can't. So that part is not gonna happen. Somebody gotta teach you. Now, what makes Ocean 13 a master is that he has a lot of people who's teaching him the techniques of things he has to do, and he's just a student. They put a lot of money behind that dude. All right, where we at? Mm-hmm. Everything's everything says Ben Johnson had a perfect race minus the stuff. That would be no as well. He did not have a perfect race. Not at all. Not at all. Ben Johnson's eyes was up at 7 meters. There's no drive phase in that whatsoever. If Ben Johnson was an airplane, he'd have killed a lot of people. Aerodynamics says that was completely incorrect when cutting through the air at that rate of speed. He could have went faster in that race had he had a better race. Good one. I like that though. Sis, Lise, what's going on? I'm only talking about as far as like the hundreds, 200s, the pure sprinters and people like that. I'm only talking about them people. Everything is everything. I ain't gonna call it what you calling it, but I'm gonna have to go with, with a little bit of technique. Yeah. No, Flojo in 88 was not perfect. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm saying that. When y'all giving me these names, I instantly can find something without even looking, just from my memory of the race, that they could have did different that would have made it even better. Nope. Not even Flojo. Not even Flojo. Shelly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Just based on what I said, because Matthew Hugger says, Ray, if Shelly's age doesn't catch up to her from 23 to 24, I can see her getting the world record. She's not getting it. Not getting it. Last year was the year for her to get that. Last year was the year for her to get that. And the year before that was the year for Elaine to get it. They both missed their chances. It's gonna roll over to somebody else now. They don't miss their chances. I'll do a whole show on that later. But they missed their chances. It's over with for them. It's over with. It's over with for them. Michael Johnson's technique. I'll put it to you like this. Only because we're not talking about the class of sprinting. Well, let me say it right. Short sprinting. There's no denying that Michael Johnson mastered the art of what I would say mid-distance sprinting. I would go with that. He mastered that. You can't run no better than he ran that 4 and that 200. If we're talking about technique-wise, if we're talking about consistency, if we're talking about my body does the same thing over and over. Sheepy Wayne, what's going on? Over and 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 over again. Michael Johnson mastered the art of what you would consider, like, I guess, a little bit further distance, sprint running. He mastered that. Not like fastest man, though. Sheepy Wayne, what's going on? Owen Morris, 100 meter PB versus 100 meter world record is two different things. Sid 1,000%. 1,000% has mastered the art of hurdling. No ifs and buts about it. She's mastered that art. See what I'm getting at, people? When you master the art of it, when you master it, records should be gone, should be shattered. Because you're doing everything. Keep in mind, we're in 2022. So if we're in 2022 and I'm saying, no, you can master the art of whatever it is you're doing, all these records that's been sitting here from the damn 80s, the damn 90s, the early 2000s, them shit should be gone now. They should be gone. Why? Because we've learned more stuff now about the body. We've learned more about physics. We've learned so much more to where now, if you master the art of what it is, you should be shattering those records. Those records can't get broken because people are still trying to run fast. And at this day and age, running fast holds you back. Whole nother show topic. Come on with it. Yeah, Johan was on the way. Johan was definitely on the way. He was definitely on the way. Marvin Bracey, what flaws do you see in his races? Some races he's cut his drive too short. Some races he's tightened up too much. Certain races I think he could close his hands a little more for a better punch. But these are minor flaws. That's why I say, like, people like him and Trayvon, they're in great position because these are minor flaws. That's why Alex Mott told me, like, the belt under the black belt be brown belt. Brown belt is exactly that. That's what that would be. Yeah. Larry Lomain, it is not. It is not. I 100%, 1000% disagree with you. Lil Lomain says it is extremely tough to get someone to master sprinting. It is not at all. Not at all. It's tough to get someone to master sprinting when you're consistently teaching them how not to sprint. It's hard when you're consistently taking somebody to a track and enforcing bad habits over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. The body is a computer. It computes. It remembers. It's not hard. You just teach it. It's not that hard. You just gotta literally stop running. No. Stop. And then don't even use the term running. It's all here. You're programming. Don't use the term running. I never use the term running. You gotta sprint. If you're not sprinting, then you're running. It's easy to teach it. It's just the stubbornness of athletes. Some don't want to break that cycle. You take a Lamont, he said, whatever I got to do to learn to make this perfect, I'm going to do it. Certain athletes be like, man, I need my 200s and this and that. It's like, no, you don't. You need to master your body movements. I don't feel like I did nothing if I ain't did 8 400s. Well, you will never master it. You go that way. Your brain would never be unlocked. Go over there somewhere. Shibi Wayne, exactly. That's another one. Amusan, she mastered the art of short sprinting. Go look at it. When that's what mastering it is. When you can watch somebody and like, shit, man, they look flawless. That's a master. Because guess what's going to happen? The next time you see them, it's going to be identical. And the next time, it's going to be identical. To where if they run slow, they going to run slow looking the same way they look when they run fast. That's a master. LB says, so are you saying these coaches aren't good? No, I'm not saying they're not good. I'm saying they're coaches. They're not teachers. They're coaches. Not teachers. They're coaches. There you go. What Shalom just said. Shalom Atkins says, Mo Green always preached that the reason why he was winning is because he mastered decelerating the least at the end of his race, which is correct. He mastered it. So it didn't matter if he ran 9.8 or 10.2. It looked the exact same. He mastered the second half of his drive phase. Come on, y'all. I love it. Come on now. Usain is not a black belt at all. Usain will be considered a brown belt as well. There's flaws in that 9.5. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I see, man. Hold on. Andre DeGrasse, no. Andre DeGrasse would be a no. I done told y'all it ain't but two. You keep asking, you keep throwing these names out there. It ain't but two. Usain is 1 kabillion for billion totillion times built different. Like, now don't get it twisted. His technique was far better than everybody he was racing. His technique was damn near the closest to perfect, but it wasn't perfect. Usain Bolt run perfect. You looking at 9:39, 9:41 or some shit now. You ain't even looking at 9.5 no more. Jay Jordan says, how many sprinters you consider a black belt? Right now, Lamont. If we're talking about right now, Lamont would be considered having a black belt. Trayvon would be considered, I'd say, someone who just got their black belt. So they still a little, but for the most part, you just crossed like last week to get your black belt. That would be it. That would be it. Bob Kersey and Al Jordan have the blueprint to successful technique. Let me see. Let me think. For what they do, yes. I will consider Allison having a black belt. But see, now y'all going outside of what I talked about. I was really only talking about 100. Now, we could go event for event and go in all this shit. I can tell you who got a black belt, who don't. But I was only specifically talking about the 100. The 100. Male or female. That's it. And you know what's funny? For the 100 to be the most technical race there, oh, that makes sense. Because it's the most technical race there is. It's the one that's the hardest to master. Everybody don't get a doctorate. But a lot of people get a bachelor's degree. Think about it. Think about what I just said. I don't know about that. Yeah, both just built different. Kaden says she carry once she's up and running ain't too bad. I don't know the degrees. I'm gonna look them up for karate, but I would say yellow belt maybe. Yellow belt. I agree, LB. I like the Eco Jock. It's horrible. It's not bad. Red. See, y'all gonna make me look up the colors. I need to know the colors of Kung Fu, where you start at and how you go up. And then I can tell y'all who got what belt. That's what I need to go do. I need to find out, because somebody told me yesterday brown belt is right under the black belt. So I'm gonna associate and guess that yellow is underneath brown and white and blue, whatever you want to call it. I only know black and brown. Matthew, yes, I can. Soon as we get closer to indoor season. Okay, red belt is like middle level. Okay. I would say most of track and field in is either red or brown. I'd go with that. Professional, I'd go most of red. I would go majority of the sport is red. The top people are brown belts. I'd go with that. That's fair. That's fair enough. And you got to keep in mind though, if you are in a competition with nothing but red and brown belts, you ain't got to be a black belt to win. There ain't no more out there. You just got to be a good brown belt and you can get a medal. Why? There's no black belts out there. That part. Which is why Maurice was so dominant, because he would have been considered like, I'd go one of those Trayvons, got a black, but he was running against nothing but reds. So I would never lose. It's not because I'm that much better. It's because the rest of y'all aren't on my level. Yeah. Ooh, that was tough when you said that. That was tough. Okay, so Dick said yellow is beginners, green is novice, brown is advanced, black is master. All right. So with that being said, 90% of the damn track and field world is green. And I'll go with that. 90% is green. The winners are usually brown. But ain't but one black belt out there right now. Again, I'd say Trayvon is Trayvon. If there's like, I just got my black belt yesterday, that would be Trayvon. That would be Trayvon. Lamont wear his black belt every day. Like, bro, I'm a technician from start to finish. Find applause. Go ahead and find it. No, I ain't got none of that. What you talking about? Look at my feet. King, 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 king. Look at my hands. King, 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 king. Like, look at my hands. They're like right here. Look at my jaw. Look at my eyes. They're right there. There ain't nothing wrong with that man. That's a black belt. Come on now. Stop playing with me. What belt would Ray Edwards have? Somebody finally asked that question. I'm going to tell y'all the truth then. During my career, I would have been considered a green belt. For sure. Without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. Green belt. Why? I'm in the races, but I ain't winning them. And if I'm sitting here saying black belts are perfect, that's a brown belt. That's a red belt. That's a green belt. On this year, brown. Just that year though. That would be the only year I would say I had a brown belt. Right now, that I don't run, oh, you can't. I wish a ninja would. Sometimes I literally be at home praying like a coach would just try me. Like, please, let try me. I mastered it. I mastered it. Trip, they don't understand. I mastered the order spring. I mastered it. Please try me. Please try me. And I mastered it after I ran so that I could open a business. That's why I have people come to me to train and get fast. And be football players that be on TV because I've mastered the art of sprinting. And so when they come talk to me, I explain to them why they're running slow. Because I've mastered the art of sprinting. So because I've mastered the art of sprinting, I can tell you why you're running slow. Good question though. Michael Norman looks damn good. Brown belt though. Still a brown belt. Damn good brown belt. Yeah, I gave myself green. Look, I was a green belt, man. I ain't gonna sit here and be like I was out there no black belt. I damn sure wasn't no black belt. Shit, I was more green. I was green majority of my year and was brown only 1 year, 2009. The rest of them years, man, I might have been a yellow belt. Shit, them folks had me out there looking. Ugh. I feel like Michael Norman does need a little more front side, but that's because he needs to work his hip flexors a little more. Michael Norman's hip flexors are just overly too tight. I see that in the arch in his back, but that's another story. Don't worry about that. There you go. Kai Love just said it. Does it matter if they master it or win the gold? It does not matter if you master it because you can master something and still be slow. I.e., Lamont. He's mastered the art of sprinting. But if you ask me if he lined up next to Fred, who gonna win? I'm picking Fred Curley all day. I'm still picking Fred Curley. Again, you can master the art of Kung Fu, but if a brother bring a bat to you, that mastered Kung Fu ain't gonna work no more. You're gonna get beat up. You're gonna get beat up. This ninja says some of these sprint girls trying to get trolls on IG. Oh my God. Oh my God, what happened to Virgil? Jacobs, Owen Morris. Thank you for hitting that point. He says, I wouldn't. He says Jacobs beat Fred when it mattered. Why did he beat Fred when it mattered? Could it be because he mastered the art of sprinting and he mastered the 100-meter dash so that he was not going to lose, but Fred Curley would lose to him because he hasn't mastered it yet, which means when we get to these last 10 meters, you're going to fall apart and I'm not? You're better than me. You're 10 times better than me, but you haven't mastered the art of sprinting, so I'm going to beat you today. Owen Morris is right. But I'm still gonna pick Fred. That's my ninja, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Matthew, a master can't choke because you've mastered your craft. So because you've mastered your craft, you're no longer in control. Your body's gonna do the same thing over and over again. He didn't choke. He just didn't have the last part of his race fixed. Which means if he had to master, if Fred Curley technique would have looked like Ocean's technique, who wins now? Elaine almost mastered the 100. She did. She damn near did. That's why she's this. To me, Elaine is the fastest woman ever. I know what y'all say about FloJo, but damn, I stick to it. She's the fastest woman ever. She became the fastest woman ever because of that. She damn near mastered that shit. There was only one flaw. When I say only one, it was only one flaw. And she had to fix that one flaw. FloJo would not beat her no more. If Elaine had fixed one thing on that same day, I promise y'all, that record would have came down. Oh, it came down. Oh, that thing would have been chop, 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 chop. She only need to fix one thing. I trust that they're going to fix that. I'm telling y'all, Elaine can go 10-4. Elaine has mastered the 100-meter race, but she hasn't mastered the technique of sprinting yet, which is what helps her, because you have certain people who are closer with the technique side of it than she is, but she beats them because they haven't mastered the race yet. The flaw in her 10:54 race was her hands. Her hands is the reason why she didn't break the world record in that race. Literally, her hands. That's it. If she had did something different with her hands, she would have won at least 10:45. That's true. My phone stay ringing. Ooh. Owen Morris says, I think Shelly can go under 10.5, but time isn't on her side. Shelly Ann should have broke the world record last year. Shelly Ann has 2 flaws. How about that? She has 2. Now put that together with what I just said and how she ran. She got 2 flaws still from her being a master. Which part? Everything is everything. Expound on what part? What part? TJ Training, what's going on for New Zealand, baby? I'm getting out of the track. Seashell and just gave up. I don't know what you mean on that one. Everything's everything. The honest part. No. No, sir. Pay attention to details, sir. I did not say arms. I said her hands. Didn't say arms. Her hands. Shelly Ann's drive phase is perfect. That would be a negative, a strong negative, actually. That would be a very, 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 very strong negative, a strong no. Elaine's drive phase is perfect. Shelly Ann's drive phase is not perfect at all. If Shelly Ann had a perfect drive phase, again, 10-4, 10-4, 10-4, 10-4, 10-4, 10-4, 10-4. I'm telling you that. 10-4, 10-4, 10-4, 10-4, 10-4 across the board. If she did, 10-4 across the board. Lamont arms are never questionable. Lamont only has one questionable part, and it's literally his first arm movement. Everything after that, flawless. His arms are actually perfect. His hands are perfect. Once Lamont gets to step number 2, the next are perfect. Ha. Yes, Holly Legion, you're correct. She shortens it. She shortens her drive phase. And even after she shortens her drive phase, she does the same thing that I was explaining about that airplane. It got to do this. She shortens it, and then she takes the nose of that airplane and does this. Physics says you can't do that. Physics says that will slow you down. If you're on an airplane and that airplane's doing this, and that airplane takes that nose and do this, what's going to happen to the airplane? I want to know, TJ Training says, I want to know how Fred peaked at the end of the race. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel so that I can continue to do this. Please and thank you. And hit the bell and tell somebody else about it. I got to drop that drop. What was I saying? I want to know how Fred peaked at the end of the race, hitting top speed at 90 meters. Well, I can answer that. He's a 400-meter run that came down. That's easy enough. Shelly is too powerful, so needs to control it more. I disagree. It's hard. She's a powerhouse. Not what she need to do at all. Not what she need to do at all. Kai Love says she's always looking up. If he's referring to Shelly Ann, he's figured some shit out. Because she is. She is. She looks up. That's a flaw. Looking up will slow you down. Do y'all want me to help y'all out? Do y'all want me to give y'all the equation on how this stuff works? I can give y'all the formula, okay? Y'all want me to give y'all the formula? Just say it. I can explain it to y'all. I can give y'all the whole formula why I'm coming up and saying this shit. I can tell you now. I know you won't know the formula. I'm going to give it to you, okay? We'll take Elaine's illustrious race. When I'm sitting here saying she should have went faster, her hand stopped her. Here's what y'all don't understand. It is the small stuff, the minor details that stops you from breaking records and doing stuff like that. The minor details. Here's what you don't understand. It's simple math. I'm finna give it to y'all. I need a piece of paper so I can break it down thoroughly. So y'all, let me get my book. Let me get my book. I want y'all to get this class, okay? Let me get my book. All right? I'm finna go to school real fast. I'm gonna tell y'all how this works, all right? So check it. Okay. And none of these numbers are gonna be accurate, people, but we're just gonna play with them. So now watch this. We'll go with Elaine, all right? Elaine ran 10.51, correct? The world record is what? 10:47. Okay? 47, 49, something like that. Okay. Watch this. I mentioned Elaine's hands are the reason, okay? There's a reason why boxers don't get their hands taped in a fist to punch. There's a reason why the glove is made like this. There's a reason why. Because force is in the snapback. It's the first thing. Open your hand. I want y'all to do this. I want all of y'all that's watching right now. I want you to do this at home. Take your hand and do what we're told to do, which is open them up. Do this. Take your hand. Now do this with your hand. Now take your hand, slightly bend it the way Lamar and Asapa does, both sometimes. Now do this. That's more force. Way more force. That's the first thing. Now watch this. Take your hand and open it up. What you don't realize is when you did this just got tight. It's tight now. That's how the body operates. When you open your hand up, you actually are making your shit tight up here, which is why people get stuck like this. That's not relaxed. Watch this. Now it's relaxed. Now you can punch. Okay, so now that I just taught y'all that part about the hands, watch this. We will say Elaine takes, I'll give an easy one. We'll go with 50 steps, okay? Elaine takes 50 steps in her 100 meter to give her 1051, okay? Now watch this. If this is slowing me down just slightly, not a lot, just slightly. 50 steps mean I have to do what with my hands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 50 times. So there's 50 hand motions, right? Let's just say she don't do this and she does this. This is very minimal. So let's just say just doing this gives her back, we'll go with a number of, you'll get back 0.001 of a second, right? From going from here to here gives you 0.001 of a second. Take 0.001, multiply that times 50 steps. Hold on. I need a smart person to give me a calculator. Where my phone at? Oh, that one finna die, but let me do it. Let me do this math. So, if I'm at calculator 0.001 second times 50 of them, oh, look at that. I get back a cool 0.05. So if I can just go with that 0.01, that 0.05, now that's no longer a 1047. That becomes a 1042. You see what I'm saying? Y'all following me now? It's the small corrections that add up over time. So if you're doing something small wrong over 50 steps, that just slowed you down. If you take that same race, fix one flaw, you just fixed it 50 times. So now you're going to get back about 0.01 of that 50 times. It's basic math, numbers. But that's the formula. The formula to go fast is to master the art of sprinting. The formula to go fast is to look at what you're doing wrong and get that time back because you're losing that time. That's it. That's it. I don't know how else I can explain it. That's it. You fix this, you automatically have to go faster now because it adds up. Take somebody like a Fred who may take 44 steps. Okay, well, he don't do this and fix something else. That's 42 steps, 44, whatever steps of getting time back that you wasted. Going fast is about finding where am I wasting time at? Because if I can fix where I'm wasting time at, then I go faster. Fixing what I'm doing wrong means I have to master what I'm doing so it'll be right. Yeah. Oh, Calvin, if Ben, I said that earlier, if Ben jumps on an airplane, boy, he'd have killed himself and a whole lot of people. And that thing would have went, boom, that thing, he would have killed so many people. Boy, I'm telling you. Whoo, I'm talking about, that boy would have killed a lot of people. Yes, if Elaine had everything, coming out the limits, everything considered. If Elaine had to fix her hand, she'd have broke that world record. I just gave you the formula of how. She only needed, what, a couple more seconds? I mean, a couple more tenths of a second? What's that? So she went 51. World record is what, 47, 49? So, what's this? 10.51 minus 1049, right? That would be 0.03. So she just needed to find 0.03 to break the world record. You can't convince me that if I do this 52 times, I'm not going to get that 0.03. You're going to get it now. Because this made you tight for 52 steps. Relax it. You got it now. Should have shot that thing. Should have broke it. Oh, she went 54. Okay, well, 54. We'll go with 54. That's still 0.05. She only needed 0.05. Mathematically, that means go find something you're doing wrong in that race. Fix one thing, and that one thing turns into 50 times of you fixing it. So you get that back. That's the trick. I did this 50 times wrong. Do that 50 times. I got whatever time I wasted back. Simple math. Science and shit. That's all it is. But again, I keep telling y'all she's the fastest woman ever. And FloJo's record isn't real. I'm gonna say that till forever. That record ain't real. You're not gonna make my mama stupid. Cause she ain't raised no damn fool. Whatsoever. What time is it? Time for me to go yet? Oh Lord, I got 4 minutes. Hold on, y'all. I can get some water too. Hold on, y'all. I need some water. Let me go out here and get me some water. Come right back. Ooh. Man. What's something fixed? Oh, I think you're trying to say what's something that can be fixed on Sha'Carri. It's a lot. Well, it's not a lot, but it's a lot. It's a lot. It's not a lot, but it's a lot. I know that sounds weird to say, but it's not a lot, but it's a lot. Everything's everything. You said it, not me. No, it's the opposite. Because She's B. Wayne says, why can't Gabby Thomas run well in the 100 meter? Is it the height? No. Her quick twitch fibers aren't quick enough. She's powerful, she's strong, which is why her 200 is so good. But her quick twitch isn't fast enough for that 100 meter dash. I don't give a damn how powerful you are. You better have some quick, you said, you ain't got no quick twitch on that power. This shit is over with. You better go on, sit back. Go on, get in the back, baby. She ain't got no quick twitch. Who don't, Jeremiah, who don't like 300s in base training? Who said that? I didn't say that. Who said that? Bolt has shown that height has zero to do with it. And I don't know if I remember, but last year I explained how the taller you are, the faster you should run. Tall athletes should dominate the sport of track and field. But I guess that's another show for another day that I have to redo again because, yeah, tall athletes should dominate the sport of track and field. Tall athletes should win every single 100-meter dash ever. Don't give a damn how fast the shorter people are. The 100-meter dash should be ruled by the taller athlete. I can do a whole damn show on that, but I don't want to. Matthew, trust me. Trust me. when I say this. Do you want me to break it down to you? All right, then we got to go back to science class. I see now we got to go back to science class. Matthew, you pulled it out. I'm going to give it to you. Why the taller athletes in the 100-meter dash should always win. I'm going to keep it very simple for you. It's called applied force. It's called proper mechanics. It's called, if I have proper sprint mechanics, if I've mastered the art of sprinting, then guess what I know to do with I know my foot is the head of a hammer. Usain Bolt did that beautifully. When I say he did that beautifully, he did that beautifully, which is why they couldn't stop him. Watch. If applied force says whatever I put into the ground, into the earth, whatever I get, get it back. We all know it, right? So watch this. A 5'11" sprinter. This is how high up they can bring their foot up to apply force. Watch. I'm 5'11". Okay? I'm 6'4". Who getting more force back off the ground? Who's getting more force? That 5'11" person or that 6'4" person who can bring their foot all the way up here and apply force this way? I'm going to give y'all this. I tell people all the time. If you don't believe me that the taller sprinter should always win, it's an easy test. Go get two nails, and get one board. And I want you to do this right here. Get the first nail and count how many times you do this to get that nail in that board. Now go to the next nail and then bring your hand up higher and see how many times it takes to get that nail into that board. It's called applied force. Yes, the taller sprinter, if using proper mechanics, should not lose to the shorter sprinter. If he does, then that means he's defied physics. Literally. It's applied force. You learned something today. Matthew, that's what they got you wrong at, my brother. That's where they got you confused at, my brother. Matthew says, Ray, I thought athletes don't have the ability to turn over that fast, though. So what you're saying is speed is coming from turnover. That's truly false, sir. That's 100% false. Speed is a deception. Speed is a deception. The clock don't give a damn how you got there. Turnover, that's this. If you can cover 7 feet per touchdown, the clock gonna say you ran fast. And don't and what's about it? The clock gonna say you ran fast. Why? You covered more ground because of applied force. Bolt didn't take that many steps. It wasn't because he was reaching and turning over. It was because when he brought his foot up and that thing came down underneath his hips and it pushed him forward. It pushed him further than anybody could go forward on that track. His hammer could come up higher than anybody's. It's applied physics. You're correct, Satoshi. You're correct. So that means what? He's a green belt. He's a green belt. If he was a black belt, you're right. Satoshi, you're right. If he was a black belt, that's exactly what would have happened. I'm just giving y'all I'm just dropping jewels on y'all, man. I'm just dropping jewels on y'all, trying to help y'all understand this stuff, man, so y'all know what y'all looking at. Especially when y'all be listening to me and I be like, that ain't what it is. That ain't what it is, young grasshopper. That ain't what it is. I had to check the messages. Tyson's brown belt. He's one of the fastest brown belts you've ever seen. Some coaches say a lot. Matthew, some coaches say a lot of shit. And I'm going to say it just like that. I'm going to help y'all out. You know, a lot of coaches ain't going to like when I say this, but they know I love them. A coach can't tell you when you're going to peak because a coach don't know shit about your body. A coach not your nutritionist. A coach ain't got no damn kinesiology degree. A coach ain't no MD. A coach can't tell you when you're going to peak because he don't know the body. Like, all he can do is click, stop watch. They don't know enough to be able to tell you what your body can and can't do. Now, unless you got a coach like Glenn Mills, who studied that stuff, that's different. Because they know how long you can and can't go because they understand the body. They studied that part. If a coach ain't studied that, she cannot tell you when you gonna peak. Yeah, I told you, Tyson the fastest brown built of all time. Bolt's better race is the 100-meter dash. 100-meter dash. 200 may look like it, but no, his better race is the 100. Put it this way, because somebody asked me, what about SAF coach? They have proven enough that they know exactly what they talking about. So we shouldn't even bring them into the mix. What is it, 2022? They've been dominating the sport for how long? Don't even question them folks. You can't even bring them into the debate. You can't even bring none of them into the debate. For what? They done proved and showed. Everything that you think is not right. Shelly Ann is running this fast at 36. Guess what? The whole world would have said she been peaked. The whole world, if she was anywhere else, they'd have been putting her head like, hey man, you 32, it's time you start shutting it down. That's what they would have been doing. If I had a redo to my career, what camp would I go to? None of them. Not a single one. Not a single one. Because they wouldn't let me train in Jamaica. I told y'all. Not a single one. If I can't train in Jamaica, I can't train at all. Hell no. Don't send me nowhere in America. Man, look, if I gotta run with any, look, ain't no disrespect. Y'all know that, and because I gotta do my job. Y'all know that. Athletes, coaches are like, this is my show. I gotta do my job. So he asked me a question. That's like asking somebody, if you Steph Curry, would you go play for the Lakers? Hell no. I love LeBron, but hell no. I love everybody. Hell no. I wouldn't join none of these camps. Hell no. No, sir. No, sir. Sir, no. Unless I can get a dual citizenship and train in Jamaica, I wouldn't even redo it. I ain't not doing it. No. The closest, if I had to pick a camp in America, if I absolutely had to, the reason why I couldn't go there is because of his off the track stuff. But if I had to pick somebody in America, it would have to be Rainer. It would have to be Rainer, which is why I'm laughing, because it's like, damn, if I just gotta pick one. Well, I gotta go with the one with all the off the track issues. Damn. I'd have to go to Tumbleweed, man. Rainer know his shit. Rainer know his shit. That's all I'm gonna say. If it was I would have to go to Tumbleweed because Rainer knows his shit. Now all the other stuff, I couldn't go because I can't be tied to no extra stuff. I don't know, no, I can't, none of the cloudiness, none of that. But if it was in America, if I had to pick one, I don't told y'all, man. I had to go down to Arena, man. I'm sorry. I love all y'all coaches out there. I love all y'all. I promise, I swear to God, I do, man. If we do it again, I'll be knocking on Arena door. Raina know what he talking about. So there y'all got. There y'all have. Raina know what he talking about, man. Raina know what he talking about. If I can't go to Jamaica, I'm going to Raina. I ain't going to Bob Kersey. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going to John Smith. I ain't going nowhere. If I can't go to Jamaica, I got to go to Raina. There, it is what it is. There y'all go. Yeah, I'll be down there with y'all, man. I'll be down there with y'all, man. If I had to do it again, based on my black brown belt theory, the only master teacher out there, Raina. It is what it is. It is what it is. Nah, I can't pick Brahman. No. Brahman is an excellent coach. Hear me out again. Brahman, know I love him. He's an excellent coach. But he's not a master trainer or a master teacher. It's two totally different things. I keep trying to explain to y'all. Two totally different things. You know, B. Wayne, I don't have an answer to that. I don't have an answer to that. Matthew, I believe that. Trayvon, what's going on, brother? You would peek your head in when they start talking about what camp I go to. All right. Yeah. Well, Bobby Kersey is a master in, of course, but not the sprints, not the 100 meter. We talking about sprints, only the sprints, because that's what I did. That's not a master in the sprints. Man said even they women sprinters ran 10. I didn't even know I promise you, I didn't even know Trayvon was in the chat when I said tumbleweed. Had no clue. The slightest idea. Oh, we back up and running now. You know, we back up and running. Y'all already know once I get settled, y'all know I gotta bring all the family on, show they bling, show all they stuff. The definition of a master coach teacher would be Petrovsky, Borzo's coach. See, Lily Lomain, I'm gonna tell you the difference between Brahman and Rita. One is an excelente coach. Meaning if you have talent, I can get you ready. The other one, bring me your talent and I'm going to correct you to make you even better. See what I'm going with? Oh, wow. No. Kai Love. Oh, wow. Kai Love. Kai. Oh, Lord. I need a drink for that one. Kai Love said, what about Star Athletics? Oh, my head. Oh, Lord. I ain't got no problem with the green machine. I ain't got no problem with the green machine. I ain't got no problem with the green machine. Let's just say it like this here. I had the opportunity to go with the green machine and I turned it down. Love him to death though. He know it. Love him to death. I had the opportunity when I was running. I was like, yeah, I don't think that's where I want to go. I don't think that's where I want to go. Hey, why y'all get me started, man. I'm supposed to be educational today. I'm finna go. It's time to open the gym up anyway at 3 o'clock. But don't be asking me no. Yeah, I mean, Star Athletics. I love them folks though. I love them. I have a job to do. I always say that. I have a job to do. None of this is personal. It's like Kendrick said yesterday on ESPN talking about Russell Westbrook loving to death, love his family, but I got a job to do. That's how I feel about what I'm doing now. Then I love Green Machine, love him to death. I see him, but nah, can't do that one. Can't do that one at all. Can't do that. Can't do that. Raider, you train long to short or short to long? Watch yesterday's show. Holly, who did? Who did? I ain't accused nobody. I ain't never. Now hold on. Now you remember talking about somebody else? Because Ray Edwards ain't ever. Ray Edwards has never accused anybody of doing anything. Ray Edwards has always said, even if I hear something, if they don't say it, you'll never hear me saying anything. I ain't finna accuse nobody of nothing at all. Nope. But if the tabloids or the newspaper put it out, I put it out and be like, oh, well, yeah, shit, that's what I heard. But I ain't gonna accuse you of doing nothing. Because you could accuse everybody running. So, I'm gonna do that. Do that. Oh yeah, Lilo man, tell him. Ray train sprint to sprint. Tell him again. Sprint to sprint. That's what Ray believe in. Ain't no short to long, long to short. It's sprint to sprint. I like that. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that. Say it, sprint to sprint. Oh yeah, y'all go sub to Aaron Brown's YouTube channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this one too, so we can keep this thing going. Hey, ain't no receipt, hey, look at it, the glove don't fit, must have quit. Yes, I heard about her being upgraded in the 400-meter hurdle of 2012. I ain't never seen a metal repo come back this late. This is more like, this ain't even like the repo. This is literally like the metal IRS. When you thought you done made it on them taxes. And they just keep waiting. I now go pick them up. I said, damn, now? Now? They waited to now? Wow, okay. Wow. How come you can't sprint in the winter? You can sprint in the winter. Just do that shit inside. Yeah, you can sprint in the winter. Just do it inside. Just don't go outside. The easiest way to sprint in the winter is by using a treadmill anyway. LB, everybody ain't got an indoor, but everybody got a damn treadmill somewhere. You want me to give y'all the treadmill sprint workout? I can give it to you if you want it. I got a workout that will allow you to sprint during the cold. You just gotta use a treadmill. Now you ain't gotta have the fancy one like we got, the true form runner. You can take a regulation treadmill, raise that thing up. Time for me to go. Them bots on here. Remove. Take a regulation. Remove. What the hell? Okay. Take a regulation treadmill. Raise it up as high as it can go. Turn the speed up as high as it can go. Put your feet on the outside and then hop on it when it's going as fast as it can uphill and stay on that thing for 15 seconds. I promise you that will be the equivalent to you being outside running full speed. Don't believe me? Go try it. Just go try it. Just go to the treadmill. Do it today. Raise that thing all the way up and then put the speed up on as high as you can. And then get on the side and then hop on and take off running. I bet you half y'all won't even keep up with the speed. Because you can't, because uphill and going fast. That's wintertime speed work inside. It's sprint to sprint, baby. trying to tell. I'm about to get that on a t-shirt. Sprint to sprinter. I like that a lot. There it is. Okay. Take that off. Take that off. Yeah, I just gave it to y'all. That treadmill workout, I just gave it to y'all. I want one of y'all to go try that. just anybody on here. Cause I gotta get off here. My time has come. I just want any of y'all to go try that. Go find a treadmill. Take that treadmill. Raise it all the way up. Trust me. To as high as it can go. Turn that speed up to 12. Put both feet on the side. Hold on first. And then while the treadmill is going, hop on that thing and try and hold on 15 seconds. And then come back and tell me that when the speed work out. Just go ahead and try it. Go ahead and try it. All right, y'all. I got to get out of here. First session starts at 3 o'clock here at the gym. I enjoyed the time I had with y'all today. I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, y'all gonna see me every day now. I'm telling you, y'all gonna see me every day now. Every day. We're gonna have these type of conversations. We're gonna have these type of talks. Until I get the show back up and running like the pretty stuff. When I gotta bring, shout out to Trayvon for being in here today. When I gotta bring them back on, we're gonna get back on that. Right now, we just getting back, giving y'all just the real stuff. We'll get back to all the pretty stuff. All that. But gotta go. Love y'all. Take care of each other. Yeah. That's about it. I'm coming. I know it's damn 3 o'clock. Y'all, I know it's time for me to go. I know it's time. I don't even feel like training nobody today.